because I think the first thing is you got to get a win. You got to play your best 11 and your best strategy and all that stuff until you get a win. Then once you get a win, what do you do? Because you're not going to probably, unless something happens, you string 5 or 6 dominant performances together and you start to think, hey, maybe we can make the playoffs. But let's just say that doesn't happen.
Right.
When do you start thinking about 2026? And by that I mean, when do you start Winder? When do you start Lepley? When do you put Fagundes on the bench because he may be a guy that's not coming back? When maybe do you bench Marco Royce because he may not be coming back? When do you make the change at goalkeeper? Do you start playing for 2026 this year to find out what you have? Or do you play out the string and think maybe 5 or 6 wins turns out to be a good season?
Yeah, it very well could. I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. I think that one is we know that the planning for 2026 is already ongoing, right? We know that in terms of what they're looking for, what they think they need, the Galaxy, that they are openly looking at that stuff. It could mean that a summer move is coming, right? That type of thing could still happen. I think that even though there's no general allocation money, the LA Galaxy and Will Kuntz are more than creative enough to be able to go pull off a move that could land a player. That player is not going to be about 2025. That player is going to be about 2026. Whoever you're bringing in the summertime probably is more about, you want somebody who's clearly going to complement the team in 2025, but you want somebody who is going to be an important piece, or at least a piece that you could use in 2026. Those are going to be the guidelines for that, because it's not. Yeah.
But it's the guys you have on the team already, I think. I mean, I don't know that off the top of my head, off the contact things. My memory seems to be telling me that Fagundes is done at the end of the year. I think John McCarthy is done at the end of the year. Obviously, the goalkeeper situation is unsettled. They're going to have to make a decision. So maybe they play all 3 of their goalkeepers down the stretch and sort of have a reality show kind of thing. Who's going to win? Maybe you play Nascimento more up front rather than Fagundes, because he's going to be the guy who's going to be coming back. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Yeah, they're going to sign a guy. If they sign a DP or some sort of high price player for next year, you bring him in thinking of 2026. But I'm more thinking the guys on the roster. You got to decide who you want and where you want to play them, and the best way to do that is give them some game action and see how they react.